This is a complete and total, sausage festival.
I love sausage festival.
Well,
Like in Vienna.
no, Toki, that was a sausage festival.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it was a Vienna pork sauce. No, this means that there's no good-looking ladies to put, what, inside of them?
The sausage?
Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is Starbird, and I disagree. I've been debating which video I should do next. Thank you to everyone who has sent me links and suggestions. As I've said in the past, if you have any suggestions, please leave me a message in the comments, or send me a PM, or send me a mail to the email that I will attach in the descriptions of my videos. I will also be getting a Twitter at some point, even though I really don't want to. Judging by the comments and messages I've received, people really want to talk MGTOW, so I hereby declare this MGTOW Madness March. And to kick off MGTOW Madness March, here is a short video by a chap called Time Stealer. And man, does he live up to his name. It's titled, Top 10 Things That Simps Say. First of all, I would like you to note the term simp. This was actually the first thing that I heard from a MGTOW when I released my Why I'm Not a MGTOW video, and it seems to be a very commonly used term within the radical parts of MGTOW that are increasingly, unfortunately, becoming representative of MGTOW as a whole. Keep in mind how cults use specialized or redefined language to set up an in-group, out-group situation. He goes through 10 things that, apparently, he doesn't like simps saying. And you'll see for yourself.
My 10 things that simps are programmed to say. All right, starting with number 10. Those jeans don't make you look fat. I've heard countless of men make statements like this just to impress a female or especially their girlfriend or their wife.
All right. People generally aren't assholes, and I would say that the majority of people feel the need to refrain from hurting people's feelings wherever possible, especially in relationships or friendships, and this often causes something called a white lie. It happens in nearly all social demographics and interactions, and it's really just a part of human nature. I hope your remaining points are more interesting.
Number 9. She's not fat, she's thick.
Okay, firstly, I don't think I've ever heard this before, and I've got friends and acquaintances from all over the world. Thick, at least in most countries I know, means stupid, as in whoever made this list is rather thick. Some better euphemisms would have been chubby, cuddly, Rubenesque, and in this case, I can only foresee it being used when someone has a girlfriend who is a bit on the pudgy side, and maybe likes his woman rather plump.
Number 8. Not all women are like that. This also goes for the guys that are trying to kiss up the females just so they could get some ass.
Ah, yes, the whole now-old thing. I was sure this would be on the list somewhere. It's actually one of my bugbears about MGTOWs that so many of them claim that no, now-old doesn't exist, and that no, all women are like that. Ugh, not even the feminists think this way. I mean, Namalt, which was the original term, the gender-swapped version of this, was pretty common amongst feminists, especially in the first few waves. This type of deterministic reasoning is rather dumb, because you're always going to find exceptions, and in this case, the exceptions are important. I'll probably do a video on this kind of genetic or biological determinism at a later date, but for now, no. Now-alt is a perfectly fine type of reasoning because it's true. Not all women are like that.
Number 7. Only a real man can date a woman with kids. Guys will date females with kids just so they could get the ass.
Yes and no. From what I've seen, there are two reasons why someone dates a woman with kids. Guys date females with kids because of easy sex, or because they believe she is worth it. And often I've seen this happen in a situation where a guy feels like he is playing a bit out of his league. As the ever-wise Dale Gribble puts it,
Charlene's smart, beautiful, and she has kids. How did I get so lucky?
You got lucky because she has kids. You can get quite a bargain if you're willing to date a single mom.
Number 6, I'll drink her bath water. Guys say that when they see a good-looking female and they're trying to impress other guys of how nasty they'll be. Forgive me, that's the train passing by. They'll make this comment just to show how nasty they'll be or how nasty they could get, just to one up the other person or guys of getting this female.
firstly, why the hell do you record next to a train track? Secondly, who the hell says this? I've been around for quite some time and I've heard this once, and that was in an old Garth Ennis comic book called Hitman, which is frigging awesome. You should all read Hitman. When guys are together, they tend to be laddish. They talk about women, often in a slightly crude way. It's just stuff guys do. It's an expression that means, wow, she's really pretty. Please don't take expressions literally. Wait, how much more of this video is going to be you doing exactly that?
Number 5, if you don't eat her pussy, somebody else will.
Okay, not to be mean, but you don't really seem to understand relationships, and my guess is that you haven't really been in many, whether it be with guys who are your friends or females. I've got a newsflash for you, actually more than one. There are guys out there who enjoy performing cunnilingus, much in the same way that there are girls out there who enjoy sucking dick. It's pretty awesome, actually. There are also members of both genders who don't especially enjoy the act itself, but do it because their partner enjoys it, and that's how a lot of bedplay works in normal relationships. There are some ladies out there who really aren't a big fan of having it done to them. I've actually met a few. But that's besides the point. If your relationship is determined wholly by what goes on in the bedroom, you've got a shitty or at least very shallow relationship, unless it's some kind of bang buddy thing.
Number 4, my wife controls all the funds and finances. Listen, if you are a real man, you are a man of your house, you should control your own money. You should be managing your own finances and nobody else. Not a bank, not an accountant. You should be the number one, the primary individual monitoring your finances.
Well, what if you just really suck with numbers? You know, often when men say this sort of thing, it's a form of being laddish. We're just bragging that we have a woman who is both trustworthy and intelligent, in that sort of quasi-humble bragging way that guys do in the company of other guys. It's the same as saying, the old ball and chain. We use it, but it's meant as an endearment regarding our wife wanting to spend time with us. In many traditional households, the man brings home the bacon and the woman runs the household, simply because this is the pragmatic approach. This naturally means that the wife will have a better idea of household expenditure, what needs to be paid and so forth, and how much the budget generally amounts to. Finally, at least at my age, and I'm no spring chicken, nearly all of my friends' relationships I encounter seem to be fairly balanced in this regard. Both individuals need to be employed, and both individuals make financial decisions together. The whole my wife controls all the funds and finances is kind of an outdated saying, but it still gets used sometimes.
Number 3, I'm sleeping on the couch tonight. Men are programmed to take this opt-out decision because they got in an argument with a female, so they're gonna sleep on the couch tonight.
Ugh, I really need to add this to my things MGTOW and feminism have in common list. Taking perfectly innocent, light-hearted sayings and making a huge deal over them. This is another silly colloquialism that is being taken far too literally. I'm in the doghouse, or I'm sleeping on the couch tonight, are just silly sayings that indicate we've taken some liberty, or are smelly or unshaven, or done something to annoy our wives. Again, it's meant affectionately and almost never that someone is genuinely annoyed.
That was number 3. Number 2, I can't hang out with the fellas tonight because I'm married.
Okay, here's what you need to understand about marriage. Happily married couples don't tend to hang out all that much with other people, at least initially. When they do, it tends to be with other married couples or family. Oh, they might have single friends, but single friends tend to have different priorities and tend to enjoy different things. Mostly, single people are wrapped up in trying not to be single anymore.
And number 1, which really fucking hurts my fucking brain when guys say this. Are you ready for it? My number 1 out of the 10 things that I observe Sims saying. Are you ready for it? Number 1, happy wife, happy life. Oh, fuck. This shit really pisses me the fuck off when guys say that. Because you know what they're saying? If their wife can't be happy, they're gonna be in fucking hell.
You really don't understand people or relationships, do you? This is just another cutesy, laddish saying that men use with other men. It's making fun of the stereotype of the old ball and chain. In a marriage, no shit, both partners want the other one to be happy, because if they aren't, then the other partner probably won't be happy either. Seriously, time stealer? And man, do you live up to your name in this video. I don't know how much experience you have just hanging around with other men, let alone women. You are taking stuff mostly said in jest or as a simple colloquialism and trying to assign some sinister meaning to it. It's a tactic used by feminists and ideologically disingenuous people through the ages. Yeah, that's me done for the day. I think I've said all I can say on this one. I was hoping for a bit more of a robust argument, but unfortunately it's just a bunch of stuff being taken out of context, or sayings and colloquialisms that shouldn't be taken literally, being taken way too bloody literally. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of the same, feel free to subscribe. If you didn't enjoy the video for any reason or disagree with any of the points made here, why not leave me a comment letting me know why? Cheers all.